If constant stress has you feeling helpless, disillusioned, and completely exhausted, you may be on the road to burnout. Burnout is what happens when you have reached your limits mentally, emotionally, and physically. With billions of the world's populations now in lockdown as COVID-19 sweeps the globe, coping with a pandemic can feel overwhelming and exhausting and leave you feeling drained or anxious or perhaps even both. Today I am going to guide you with a simple exercise that you can repeat as and when you feel burnout. Get ready and let's go. First, get comfortable. You can lie on your back in bed or you can sit in a chair with your shoulders, head, and neck supported against the back of the chair. Next, close your eyes slowly. Let your vision disappear bit by bit, until you are totally in darkness. Before we go further, I would like you to carry out this breathing exercise that will calm you down. Please follow my instructions closely. Take a deep breath slowly from your belly, and silently count to 4 as you breathe in. Now hold your breath, and silently count from 1 to 7. Breathe out completely as you silently count from 1 to 8. We are going to repeat this exercise 2 more times. Take a deep breath slowly from your belly, and silently count to 4 as you breathe in. Now hold your breath, and silently count from 1 to 7. Breathe out completely as you silently count from 1 to 8. Take a deep breath slowly from your belly, and silently count to 4 as you breathe in. Now hold your breath, and silently count from 1 to 7. Breathe out completely as you silently count from 1 to 8. The breathing exercise that you have just carried out helps to reduce anxiety, and it also helps you to sleep well. Do it as often as you need to alleviate your stress and burnout situation. Now, we are going to free our minds from all the cares and worries that has taken a toll on our mental health. To begin, you have to allow your mind to be free from thinking anything for a moment. If your mind drifts away or gets distracted, gently bring your attention back. Listen to your breathing sound may help you to stay focused. If you are stressing yourself out of every little things in life, you will never find inner peace. Stress is a buzzword, especially these days when there is the added fear of catching the COVID-19 virus. Someone calls it by a different name as burnout. Whatever the name you call it, if you are haunted by either one, you need to find out the root cause in order to overcome it. Therefore, examine your life, and if any of the things I am going to list out is true of yourself, you have to make a decision today to break free and walk away as a free person. First and foremost, protect and control what you fill your mind. There is a battle of 2 wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, lies, inferiority and ego. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, humility, kindness, empathy and truth. Which wolf wins? The one you feed. This illustration is telling us that you are what you think. Often our minds and hearts are disturbed by many distractions and cares of this world. They caused us to fear and let stress overtake us. We give too much attention to many things in life that does not matters. We also lose our focus on things that really counts. Once you lose your mind, you lose the entire battle. When we talk about the mind, there are two aspects to it: the physical brain and the mental brain. Let's talk about the physical brain first. Is your physical brain healthy to face the challenges and demand of this world? How do you take care of your brain? Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a neuroscientist and integrative nutritionist and author of Brain Food and the XX Brain, she explains that the human brain requires 45 distinct nutrients to function best. I am just going to list down here on a list of brain foods that you should consider consuming to improve your brain. Avocados. They provide monounsaturated fat, which helps to maintain healthy blood flow. Green leafy vegetables. These are good sources of vitamin E, which reduces the effects of brain aging. Salmon, sardines, caviar. They're rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, which help reduce the effects of brain aging. Broccoli. A great source of vitamin K. Water. Your brain is about 80% water. Dehydration can cause brain fog, fatigue, and slower reaction and thinking speed. Blueberries. They protect your brain from oxidative stress and reduce the effects of brain aging. Eggs. They provide memory-improving and brain-boosting choline. Turmeric. It helps reduce inflammation and boost antioxidant levels while also improving your brain's oxygen intake. There's also some indication that turmeric helps reduce cognitive decay. Walnuts. These nuts provide high levels of antioxidants and vitamin E that protect your neurons and protect against brain aging. They also contain high levels of zinc and magnesium, which are really good for your mood. Therefore, do spend some efforts to feed your brain with these food, and it will go a long way to help you to think more sharply and efficiently. Enough is said on the physical brain care. Now let's talk about the mental brain, which will be the bigger part of what I want to share. How do you protect yourself from insanity? How to make your mental mind as productive as possible? Are there lies that you subscribed which limited your potential to succeed in life? Les Brown said, "Life has no limitations, except the ones you make." Wayne Dyer also said, "There is one grand lie, that we are limited. The only limits we have are the limits we believe." Many of the challenges exists only in the mind and may not be a real obstacle. You are as strong as you think within your heart. If you think you cannot do it, you are right. If you think you are going to make it, you are not wrong either. Whatever you say to yourself in your heart, you are what you think. Therefore, remove the imaginary limits that you imposed on yourself. Just because you were not good in certain things in the past doesn't mean that you cannot be great at it now or in the future. Next, don't listen to lies. One of the biggest lies that contributed to stress and burnout is this: if you believe that your past mistakes are failures. People who subscribe to such belief are hesitant or fearful whenever they are asked to do certain things that they had failed before. But listen carefully, your past mistakes were not failures. Why do we fear mistakes so much? It could be due to the way we were brought up. As children, we were judged by our mistakes in schools and the test results that determined whether we passed or failed. So we have to rewire our brain to think differently in order to have a breakthrough. If we allow the fear of making mistakes to stop us from doing the same tasks again, we will never be able to improve in that area. What is means that you will always be stressful in life unless you are given a task that you had done well before. We need to change this mindset. Recognize that mistakes are a sign that you are trying something new. When you dare to learn from your mistakes, they have power to turn you into something better than you were before. Next, are you stressed because of the criticism of other people? Are you trying to please everyone? Learn from the little children. They do not care what other people thinks of them. They are not embarrassed in doing anything even if they make mistakes. They do not know what is called stress, until the adults teach them to be stressful. You have to let go of the fear of criticism from other people in order to free yourself from the unnecessary stress. Nothing is more frustrating than to know that someone is not pleased with. Despite all your efforts to make peace with them, they will always have something against you. They could be your relatives, colleagues, or simply friends. Living a life trying to please everyone will make a hell out of you. In this world, there will always be people that will never like you no matter how hard you try to please them. You also need not be apologetic to those who are not happy with you or to keep explaining yourself. In this world, it's a sad truth that many people only choose to understand what they want to. If people are mean to you, don't listen to them. If they are rude, just walk away. You don't always need to have the last word. Walking away is not a sign of weakness. Instead, it's a demonstration of your strengths that you are able to subject your spirit under control. Don't ever let the mistakes of other people rob you of your inner peace. On the other hand, the moment you have an enlightenment that you don't have to please anyone, and you are no longer concerned on what others think of you, you have arrived at another level of happiness. That is true freedom indeed. To do what you love and feel good about yourself without caring about needing the approval of other people. Stress, anxiety, and even depression are inflicted on us when we are living to please everyone surrounding us. Caring too much on what others think of you will make you their prisoner. So, the choice is yours, to continue to be a prisoner of those who dislike you, or to move on with your life as a free person. Be resilient and gritty. Grit was defined as perseverance and passion for long-term goals by psychologist Angela Duckworth. You can read more about this in her book Grit: The Power of Passion and Perseverance. Adversity is a fact of life. Resilience is that ineffable quality that allows you to be knocked down by life and come back at least as strong as before. Rather than letting difficulties or failure overcome you, you will find a way to rise up and carry on. When life give you a lemon, use it to make a lemonade. When you are downcast, never think about the past, it may bring tears. Don't think too much into the future, it brings fears. Live this moment, one day at a time with resilience and grittiness, it will bring smile and cheers. And it is during the period of testing and trials that you grow. As you overcome one obstacle after another and do not give up, one day when you look back you will be amazed how much you have achieved and improved. That's how your resilience is built up. You don't inherit it just by reading some motivational or self-help books. And in the process of going through the test, you also become grittier and will be able to withstand the next blow that life would bring on you. The key is this: without the presence of such challenges, you will not get to train your muscles on resiliency and grittiness. Stress may not be always bad, it can also be a motivator. It can be essential to survival. Just like water, it can carry a boat, but water can also capsize a boat. We just need to know and manage our stress so that we recognize when our body is in toxic stress so that we can quickly move out of the danger zone. Once we are aware that we are in the danger zone, we can make stress work for us by reconceptualizing the problem and turning it into something constructive. You can read more about this in the book by Dr. Caroline Leaf called Think, Learn, Succeed. Don't allow others to control and hold you as a hostage. If you have a weakness that others know that you will go mad whenever they activate that switch, then they will try to turn on that switch whenever they want to control you. Break free from this weakness and don't be a slave to anyone just because of this weak spot. Finally, do things that really matters in life. Is your life priority being set on the right things? Do you spend a lot of your times focusing on things that really matters in life, or are you letting your mind filled up with things that are of little value? For example, what shall you wear, what shall you eat are things that do not matters in life. Are you spending a lot of your time acquiring the latest electronic gadgets or always busy chasing the juicy news in the social media? Do you spend all your energies and times on your career, and working overtime on weekends instead of spending time with your family and loved ones? Are you overly worrying about the future instead of focusing on the present? Do you still hold on to the resentment of the wrongs that other people did to you 10 years ago? If you seriously take stock on how you spend your time and the things that you give priority to, many of us probably are guilty of giving weight to things that don't really matters in life. And these are the things that deny you of your rights to be stress-free in life. Take away all these distractions on things that doesn't matter in life and give priority and weight to things that matters in life. I assure you that you are one step closer to living a stress-free life. Strictly speaking, it may not necessarily be the things that you do that make you victorious, but often it is the absence of those things that don't matters in life that help you to be more victorious. Take organic apple as an illustration. It's not that organic apple has better nutrients than the non-organic one. Rather, the truth is that organic apple is better due to the absence of insecticides that make it a healthier choice. Do you get it now? So, what then are the examples of things that matter in life? I have a few for you, though they are not conclusive, as this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of checklist. Every one of us is unique. What matters to me may not matters to you, but these are the things that I feel matters to the masses. Number 1. Spending time with your family and loves one. Don't wait till they are gone, then start to regret. Number 2. Work hard, but not at the expense of neglecting your family and health. Number 3. Forgiving others, letting go of past grievances. It's silly to hold on to grudges and make yourself miserable. Number 4. Believe in yourself, love yourself and take good care of yourself. It is not a selfish act if you take good care of your well-being, it's an act of survival. Number 5. Self-improvement and continual learning. Keep learning. This should not stop just because you graduated from any educational institutions. You may think that what does doing only the things that matters going to help me with a victorious life? Remember what I say just a moment ago. It's the absence of certain things that don't matters in life that help you to be more victorious. By focusing and doing only the things that matters in life, hopefully you will spend less time on things that do not matters. And by doing only the things that matters in life, you will find your life more fulfilling and meaningful, and hence less stressful and no burnout. Thank you for listening and staying with me. I hope you enjoy and benefit from what I had shared. Practice the deep breathing techniques, eat food that are good for the brain, and finally remember to keep your mental brain healthy in those areas that I shared. Take care and may you be free from stress and burnout from today onwards.